Hello everyone, as promised, today I'm going to give my thoughts on the January and March sets for LEGO in 2024. And I got to be honest, it's a pretty subpar year, at least to start with. Now, typically the heavy hitters usually come later in the year, but looking at years past, this is a pretty weak first quarter of the year. So, getting it off with the Icons Natural History Museum. It's a cool modular, I suppose. It's something new. Modulars very rarely appeal to me. Really, I think I mentioned this before, but the Pet Shop and the Downtown Diner are the only two I'm ever interested in owning. Then below we have what is probably the best set for January 2024, which is the Dune Ornithopter. This looks very cool. It's expensive, £150, and just from like the eye test, this doesn't look like it's £150. I'm not sure exactly when this comes out, but I'm sure it'll be around February, March time. That's when the film comes out. Some absolutely incredible figures here. Not really too crazy about the face they decided to give for Paul. I don't really think that looks like Timothée Chalamet, but everyone else here is pretty much perfection. There's nothing else, no real improvements I can think of. You even got the Baron here with the super long cape cloth piece, which is always really cool when like sometimes when I do the big buildable figures to see these massive capes, so that's quite cool. As for the thing itself, it looks very, very good, very much like what you see on screen. I love Dune. Yeah, it is expensive though, but objectively it's probably the best set for that we're going to be looking at here. A couple of botanical sets, so you got the bouquet of roses, which looks quite cool, but not for me, and same thing with some tiny plants right here, though I will say, I don't know if that's printed or stickers, but that's a pretty cool little design there. And of course, the part usage, you can see you've got like the hat there, I think that's like a broom piece, you've got like pauldrons in pink, and that's always very cool, the parts, the clamshell right there. That they use to create these plants is always very cool. Got some butterflies there for some leaves. And then moving down, not all the sets have been revealed, but we got some Duplo. We will not be looking at Duplo because, it's Duplo. And then we have Spidey and his amazing friends. I've talked about in the previous video, I don't really like this, and how it takes away from us getting normal Spider-Man comic sets. They seem to have amended that this year. Kinda. We'll get to that when we get to that. But you've got the little like $10 set with Miles's car. Comic Electro for the first time. Unfortunately, it is in this very simplistic style. It is a female Electro, which is kind of interesting. I don't know, has that ever been like a comic, or is that just like a LEGO original creation? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But they've got this gold outfit, because like every year they change up the suits a bit. So this year it's a gold outfit, which I will admit, the gold looks pretty sick. At least on Miles. It looks pretty good. You even get the piece in gold. Again, these are not my thing. This is one, like, you got the gold for Peter, you got the gold for Gwen. Gwen using those bat arms, which I don't think have appeared in a long while. Also using the old hood piece, which is kind of interesting. Unfortunately is another the Green Goblin, which I think has come in every single year, which is like, if you're gonna continue this sub-theme, at least do new characters, which is what this one is right here. This is the biggest one, another headquarters. So you get all of the Spider-Man here in their gold outfits. You also get a comic book Iron Man, which I think is decent. It's not bad. Helmet is a bit cartoony, but it's pretty good. And then you've got Arnim Zola, which is a really weird inclusion. I'm not really sure why he's here, not like Venom. It's like Venom at this point. Venom is probably like what, top three most iconic Spider-Man villains. I don't know. Zola's a bit weird. It's the first time we're getting him. Well, I mean, we got him in the Avengers Tower, but it's the first time we're getting him in minifigure form. It's fine, I guess. I don't know. It's just a really weird inclusion. I don't really know how to feel about it. Also, something to mention: Iron Man actually has normal-sized legs instead of the mid-legs, which is pretty cool because they don't seem to print on mid-legs. Got this big Spider-Man piece with some gold. It's decent. I mean, these are sets for like 4-year-olds. So in terms of that, it's fine. They're fine. They do what they do, but they are just not for me. And I am glad, though. I am more okay with their existence now. The fact that we are getting Spider-Man comic sets that are just minifigures, so I'm more okay with their existence. Some more just classic system. Minecraft. So I've been out of touch with Minecraft. I didn't even know they added council, but you got this little one. Bad cactus build. That's a terrible cactus build. You get a phantom in a cheap set. You got a camel. Like they need to make ball joints. This is probably gonna be a separate like render, but they need to make ball joints in different colors. The armory, very boring set. There's nothing really interesting here except just skins. I don't care about skins. I only care about mobs. With Lego Minecraft, my goal, my desire for the theme is to collect one of every mob, and I don't care at all about the skins. I could not give any less really of a shit. I think the baby sheep here is new in that pink. That's pretty cool. Again, they don't do the little print they did on the baby zombie for the first time, and I'll keep complaining about that because they did it when they introduced the piece, and it's the same piece. Just do it again. Maybe a new little color for the dog. Maybe. But I think the only truly new thing is the like hot pink sheep. Turtle Beach House. These mob animal houses are always fun. I really like the little build they did for the baby sea turtles with the roller skate piece. That's very cute. Beyond that, it's drowned again. I am not too crazy, but these types of sets are always fun. Nether Portal Ambush, very nice to get the Ghast back again. Last time was 2018. And then also we have an accurate color Hoglin for the first time, because I don't know why, but for some reason when they did a Hoglin for the first time, and then same thing with a baby Hoglin, it was like this tan color, like you see the color of its tusk. I don't know why they did that. They did the same thing with the Ravager. The Ravager was brown when it's meant to be like a grayish black. They haven't remade the Ravager, but at the very least, accurate Hoglin is very nice to get. And you can, I believe, connect this set like directly with this one because they both have nether portals. So that's quite cool. Some magma cubes as well. Nothing too crazy, but it's very nice to get an accurate color Hoglin. Frog House. Is there anything unique here? I don't think so. This one doesn't really look that good. This mob house is nah, this isn't it. This is pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't seem like there's anything new or unique. Maybe a frog color, maybe the green one. I'm not super sure, but yeah, this ain't it. Then we have a Minecraft Legends set. I don't know why I didn't say it, but yeah, this is Legends. I've never played Legends. I've seen some gameplay. It looks really boring, but I suppose that's nice. I don't know how well the 2 dungeon sets sold. I can't imagine they sold that well because the game itself didn't sell that well, but I mean, fair enough. You got this set if you liked that game. There's this little set for you. Okay, we have the first ideas set of 2024 with the Polaroid camera. I think the big flaw with this one is that it's like £20 overpriced. I have no interest personally, but I think it's neat. when they do these real world objects like the globe, the typewriter, they always come out looking very good. I like how they did the rainbow there. Yeah, it's impressive little build. I think the flaw with this one is that it's just too expensive. So we have some poly bags, not all of them are revealed. Animal Crossing we'll get to, but that seems pretty neat. Nothing super interesting for today. I mean, I guess the crystal pieces are kind of neat. Pretty standard affair, it seems, for the polybags. I mean, yeah, baby panda, that's pretty neat. This one, I don't know who this is for, because this is just a bad nick from Sonic, and I don't know any of the bad guys from Sonic aside from Robotnik, and the variations of Robotnik. I guess Shadow as well, but I do not know, like with mine, the Goombas, the Koopas, that they do not have that same level of iconicity as the Mario just like grunts do. So yeah, I suppose this is pretty neat if you're a massive Sonic fan, but as someone who's never played the games, just thinks the characters look kind of cool. Yeah, I really don't care. AAT polybag. Maybe this means we'll get a 10 AAT in the summer. Who knows? NASA Mars rover. Yeah, rover. This is actually a pretty good looking replication for just 83 pieces. Quite impressive. Beyond that, I mean, with creator's actually probably the best overall theme here. There's some really cool, unique stuff. You've got the camera. You've got the roller skate, which looks really cool. Watering can, the giraffe, the space astronaut. A lot of really cool, the ukulele, the peacock, the hamster wheel. A lot of really cool and unique ideas that have come out looking really well. And so, Creator overall is probably the best theme at the start of the year. A couple of the Chinese New Year sets, have they all been revealed? But you got this one, which is a calendar. Not quite as interesting as some of the other Chinese New Year ones that they've done. Continuing that kind of mini Disney theme. Unfortunately, no minifigures, which sucks. Nice to get just more minifigures, but with the Ariel's castle, they don't include the little detail on the VHS box, which if you know, you know. But I mean, this looks pretty decent. A lot of gold. I guess this falls under like the Lego exclusive. That would make sense. I got just some kind of exclusive store exclusive. So the Hedgehog picnic date, which is pretty cute. Japan postcard, go with the rest of the postcards that they've been doing. The mini botanicals, so you got the daffodils. Wow. This is another thing. This is another piece of evidence to add to like they need to make pieces like this in other colors. But that is a rant for another day. Technic is you've got like a little mini bulldozer. The best one for Technic by far. It's this one. This is a really, really cool idea. It is, like, again, too expensive, which sucks, but this is a really cool idea. You've got the moon, the earth, and the sun. Is it, like, in proportion? No, but it is really cool. And you can spin this one lever, the whole thing. Oh, I didn't even notice that. It's got the months down here. That is really cool. This is the best one. Then they've got some other space ones as well. You can see on the next page, including very interestingly, there's like a space version of the Osprey, in which that was a set 2 or 3 years ago that they cancelled right before it released, and so a couple got out onto shelves. So you can buy it, and it's worth a lot, but they cancelled it because it's used in military for search and rescue, but it's used in military. So this is a very similar design. I think it's this one at the very least. Yeah, this one is a very similar design, and so I guess it's kind of like them apologizing, so you can still get an Osprey even if you don't want to spend however many hundreds of dollars or pounds that the real Technic Osprey is. That's quite cool. Friends is again a lot of space for this year. But you've got this hamster playground, which is pretty cool. This one's kind of stood out to me because that's a very interesting way to do a sky. I've never really seen. You've even got Big Dipper, I think. Not great with astronomy, but that's a really cool way to do the sky. Shopping mall again, like big friends buildings. Usually knock it out of the park. They've even got like you can see space. The mini dolls have gone to space. This one, I'm very curious as to what this. Is that meant to be a croissant? I think so, because you got a croissant right there. You got like a little guy there. This is again very neat little thing. You could actually integrate this into Lego City pretty easily. You just kind of throw these in like the garbage because the mini dolls suck. But yeah, that a 4+. This seems like a 4+ set. This one's not great. I'll be honest. But I suppose yeah. These small ones aren't great. But the big ones and Friends always knocks it out of the park when it comes to the bigger sets. Don't see nothing else really stands out. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool. For Friends, but there's a lot of stuff for Friends. Yeah, that's definitely 4+. Wow. Okay, Disney Princess again. It's mini dolls again. They've relapsed. It's a good thing with Disney 100s, but I guess not. But for City, there's a couple things. I mean, like you got the Steamroller, which is pretty decent. That I didn't know that existed. That's pretty cool. The Burger Truck, as you can see, I already have it marked as wanted. I really like when they do these food trucks. This one, it seems a bit like a pug. Kind of like they took a frying pan to the face and they kind of smushed it in a bit. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I mean, actually, wait a minute. What is that? Is that like a hearing aid? That's actually pretty cool. That's a hearing aid. That's pretty cool. But yeah, still very cool. Even if it is kind of like you smashed it in a bit. You could have made it a little bit longer. Not too much else. I mean, you got standard fire. I mean, actually, to be fair, okay, it's standard fire affair. I won't defend this. Like what? It's like the 18th fire station in a row. Let's check. Yeah. But police actually, and this is the only police stuff we get each year for City. It's always in January. Police is actually they're doing pretty well. This is actually pretty interesting. So you got this one, which is. You've got like a shipping containers, which is quite cool. Again, nice little bulldog, which I like Lego animals. But the one that really stood out to me, I mean, like, unfortunately, there is like this. Again, how many of these freaking ones do we need? But this one, Prison Island. So actually, that's like only if that's all the police sets, then that's only 3, which is quite good. Prison Island. They've not done a Prison Island since 2016, so this is really, really cool that they're revisiting this. It seems like a more robust, seems a bit bigger than the last one. You even got this dog, which I don't know if that's just a print. Probably it's just a print, or maybe a whole new piece. But that's really cool that they're doing. Excuse me, another Prison Island. That's very cool. And then, again, more space. So, mechs have invaded Lego City. Really thought they would have invaded Lego City before Lego Star Wars, but we live in that timeline. You've got, some more different ships. I mean, it kind of resembles the ship from Interstellar. Not really. What's interesting is, there's actual aliens here. I think there's even an alien minifigure, or maybe not, but maybe it's just these little guys. But that's kind of cool and weird that they've done that. I don't really know how to feel. This one is, they did an idea like this a couple years ago. I almost bought it, but I'm glad I didn't. Not saying I'm gonna buy this one, but this is a much better idea for that central ring. This one looks a lot more uniform than the one they did a couple years ago. As the one they did a couple years ago was very much a hodgepodge. This is a very cool idea. You can rearrange it how you want. Space, nothing. Nah. This is probably the best one out of the space. That's space. And then a little sailboat, which is it's always cool with sailboats because they're so tall because of the big wind sail. And you also get a dolphin here for such a low price. It's pretty decent. And this is why price per piece is not everything, because this is absolutely, I can almost guarantee, going to be worth your like $20 or £17. But low piece count. Series 25, it's a bit shit if I'm being honest. This one's quite cool. I mean, 'cause it's the red herring. That's cool. Esports gamer. No, this doesn't scream a CMF. This like is okay. This one's pretty cool. The Paralympics. This one's really cool. It's finally get the prosthetic leg piece on the other side because they only had it on I think the left side. So it's very cool to get it. Lego goats are back. The figure's not very interesting, but Lego goats are back. If you don't know, Lego made a goat piece back in 2009. But they accidentally, I don't know whether by accident, whether by fire, whatever, the mold got destroyed. So the goat only ever appeared in one set, which was the Kingdom's Mill raid. That's a very expensive set, probably because of that fact. And so to see Lego goats back is really cool after over 10 years. Really cool. Hopefully they don't destroy the mold this time so it can appear in more sets. But yeah, it's very cool to have Lego goats back. Mushroom costume person. Costume people are always fun, but this one's alright. This one is this one's not great. It's cool to get like the kind of the ball weight as a build, and you get the print, but this ain't it. Triceratops. This one's alright for the costume. I don't know what's going on here. This is, I don't know. The Train Kid probably really good. What am I saying? This is a good, solid little one. Interesting how he's got a little eye patch there. It's kind of neat. Even got a little 25, I guess, celebrating 25 series. Another generic warrior, which is like, Pet groomer. Final one, cool. It's a unique idea we've never gotten before, and it's a new dog piece with the Afghan Hound, that is, which is I always like getting new animals. And these do come again in boxes, and this is how they're gonna come for probably the next 3 years. So get used to it. Mario is definitely winding down, because they only introduced I think 2 or 3 new characters in this entire wave. Also, these come with paper instructions. So this set, someone who didn't buy any Lego Mario after January 2021, this one's quite cool because again with Mario, same thing as Minecraft. I want to get one of every creature. So to get the yellow and pink Yoshi as well as the Yoshi egg for only £8, it's pretty nice. Certainly if you've bought the other sets, especially this guy's coming like 8 sets, not 8 but like 3 or 4, certainly there is a very disappointing set. Same thing with this one. Neither of these characters are exclusive. There's no exclusive parts here. Only exclusive bit here is the Mama Penguin. You get the Santa hat on the Goomba, which is kind of neat, but very much just a boring set. And I think we would need to keep getting the course builder sets until we get Roy the Koopaling, and then can it do something else. But until we get, as long as we do not get Roy the Koopaling, I think this needs to continue. So hopefully he will come in the summer Only time will tell. This is quite cool. It's based off of Bowser's car in 3D world. It's quite cool build. Slightly new build for Bowser. You can see the hands actually have studs on them, whereas the old build for Bowser did not. And then the other new character, the other character here with the cheap chomp, which is quite cool. You can see that big mouth, but the rest of the set is very meh. Dreams is continuing. I'm gonna go right past these, and the same with Ninjago. It's just not my forte. That's kind of neat. Not for me. Okay, now we get to things that I'm interested in. So Star Wars, only 2 sets have been revealed. There's going to be a lot more on March, but for January, only 2 sets. So the most anticipated here, Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack. So you get regular Phase 2 Clone Troopers for the first time since 2014, which is crazy that they just didn't make these guys for whatever reason. But also, as well as back, new mold for the Super Battle Droid. You can see it's got a little dot there. Just a sharper look over on the old mold we had. These guys are back for the first time since 2015, so a lot of first time backs. The Shock Trooper is the same one that came in the Coruscant Guard gunship. This is definitely a very cool one, and it's a very good value because battle packs are now $20. This one's $30, and it's like 2 battle packs. I might pick up multiples of these. And I will be honest, not that it's underwhelming, but when I saw the pictures, it's like, yep, that's basically what I expected. There's no real surprises here. It's just very nice to get 3 of these. It's very nice. There's no like, oh my god moment like I had with the Ghost, for instance, from last summer. Like, that was a real oh my god moment, and they knocked it out of the park. This is much more like, yep, that's really cool, I'm excited, but there's nothing to make me like jump around the room. Like when the Phase 2 Cody, when this figure leaked, I was ecstatic. I ran around the room for like 5 minutes. I was hyped out of my mind. This doesn't reach that level of hype. It's very exciting, but it's also very much, yep, that's kind of what I expected. The other set was, you can see all the ones, Young Jedi Adventures, which, I mean, I think that they should just put this in the same thing they do with Spidey and His Amazing Friends. Give it its own set number. Don't make it take up like places like this. Could have been a $50 set for anything else, and it's this. I don't know. It's something to think about. Marvel kind of really sort of sucks. Like, really kind of sucks. So starting off, we've got the return of comic book Spider-Man sets. We actually get 2 this year. The Absolute Benevolence, instead of the one we got last year, which was Morbius. The Benevolence. But genuinely, it is nice to see they are coming back, if slowly. Spidey and the Amazing Friends aren't taking up old Spider-Man budget. But this one is disappointing because it's just Venomized Doc Ock. Excuse me. It's fine. I don't know. He looks alright. They don't include a black hair piece, and there's where you can make him go fully venomized. That banana peel piece is a new piece. That's pretty cool. Spider-Man is the same one that we've been getting, and it doesn't even come with the dual molded legs. Yeah, I mean, it is only $10, but like this could have been Mr. Negative or the Spots. So just keep that in mind. Venom mech armor sucks. Like, there's zero reason to buy this. Miles doesn't even come with the dual molded legs. Like, 0 reason. If you buy this, you are stupid. War Machine armor there actually is a reason, because the War Machine is a cool, unique variant. I want to obtain all of the Iron Man figures, and this includes this one. War Machine, not Ironheart, hate that character, but it includes War Machine. This one's kind of based off the Age of Ultron armor, which is quite cool. This is probably, yeah, the first mech since 2022 that I am actually interested in buying, which is quite cool. This looks like shit. Like, this got 2 of the massive, really ugly 6 stud shooters and 2 spring-loaded shooters, which aren't even covering the back thing. Like, this looks like ass, dude. But you've got Rocket, you've got a new Ronin, which I think is a downgrade from the 2014 one. Cape is kind of cool, but same build, actually, for the hammer. It's just not very interesting, and the Rocket is kind of cool. It's standard affair. This one, again, same Gwen, same Spider-Man, Venomized Green Goblin. This could have been, like, this is big enough to warrant a big fig, so it could have been, like, Kingpin, or again, Mr. Negative, or The Spot, or a proper comic book Electro, or Rhino. There's could have been anything, but we got Venomized Green Goblin, dude. Like, come on. Come on, dude. Very lame, very lame. This set's genuinely awesome, though. This is the Spider-Man final battle, so we get Lizard for the first time. I would have preferred a larger design because it's the same height as a minifigure, but I think it will grow on me. It looks quite cool. Spider-Man and Electro are repeats from the final battle set. But the Sandman here is the same piece as the action figures that they've been doing. But what's really cool, and this is the only time I'm going to do this, but this connects to that Liberty Battle set. As you can see, yeah, it connects. I'm not sure how, but it connects, and that looks awesome. So, very, very excited for this set. I don't own this one currently, but own these two together. It will be very, very cool. And we're getting Sandman for a buildable Sandman like this is very cool. Would have liked a minifigure. This could have been a Sandman figure, but as it stands, very cool set. One of the best, really, of this entire video. Up there with like the Ornithopter and the Battle Pack. Very, very cool set. No, I don't want that. Okay, the X-Jet. So on the one hand, Cyclops, which this figure actually looks quite similar to a fake Cyclops that I had. It just had a different hairpiece. I got it like back in 2014. And that's kind of interesting to see that come full circle. As well as Rogue for the first time ever. On the other hand, really weird Wolverine to where it reuses the torso design and the leg design from the CMF series, but it's missing the arm printing, it's missing the leg printing, so it's a new figure. And in the Magneto looks like shit. I don't care if this is accurate, this is a bad design for him. He looks dumb. This is not Magneto. Magneto has the helmet, dude. This is, what's going on here? And the X-Jet itself, I will not lie, this looks kind of bad. It don't look good. I've never seen X-Men, the series, the animated series. Don't plan to watch X-Men 97. But like, wow, dude. Man, it just doesn't look bad. And then top it all off, it's like $35 overpriced. You never know. Maybe this thing's massive. Maybe it's like the TIE Bomber from January 2023, where that is actually a fair bit bigger than I thought it would be. But yeah, you get 2 good, not great figures. It's very cool that they're here. It's very cool to get them back. They aren't as good as they could have been. You get 1 really weird mishmash Frankenstein figure. 1 just absolutely just bad figure. Just capital B bad. And then a really, really unappealing build. And then you got a buildable Rocket here. I don't care for these buildable figures. You get a baby Groot, which is kind of neat. But like this, using the barrel piece for the tail is kind of neat. But Yeah, it just ain't it. It works for droids, it doesn't work for anything else. This one. I don't get why people like this, because you know what this looks like? I hope this doesn't come. Yeah, it looks like this, dude. It looks like look at this. Like, this looks terrible. Looks just awful. Harry Potter is a lot of weird stuff. I don't like, for this, for instance, it's not a real. Like, this exact build, or this nearly exact build has come in multiple other sets. So I guess it's neat to get it on its own, but like, dude, who only wants the Ford? I don't get it. This is like the third buildable Hedwig, and it's the worst one. And what is this, dude? This one is a new location, so that's pretty cool. You even get the just generic, designs before they sorted into houses, which is cool. Another Hagrid's hut, but this one's actually fully enclosed, so that's cool. Believe that's a new mold for the dog. Yeah, solid. Owry and here, this one's pretty weak, but it's kind of neat to get these two in a cheap set. And the Owry, we've gotten the Owry before, but it's cool to see the little baby owl from the CMF series return. So, Speed Champions, not a whole lot, at least to start with. Really don't like the color scheme on this. I don't know what it is. I just see this and I go, ugh. Maybe because it reminds me of, like, bad ice cream. I don't know why. But Jurassic World, not much. They've finally branched into like the adult collectors thing with this, which it looks fine, I guess. And this one, you get a lot of animals, I guess. Sonic the Hedgehog is really cool if you ignore like everything about the build. So you've got Shadow the Hedgehog, really cool shadow here. Again, I've never played the games, I just think character designs are cool, and I like the movies. So that's cool. And then this one, again, Rouge and Knuckles, it's really cool. I don't know what on earth they're doing with, like, the builds here. They kind of, but that's cool. Animal Crossing, this launches March 1st. These new theme for Lego, I've played, like, 4 collective hours of New Horizons, and that's about it with my Animal Crossing experience. Don't really know most of these. I mean, I know this guy from like the meme, the Dubus Goobus meme. And then you got Isabelle, who's the one I know. I won't buy the set, but I'm sure for Animal Crossing fans, this is really cool. And I'll probably buy it. Isabelle and then Tom Nook down the line. Probably really cool for Animal Crossing fans. I'm not that person. And finally, Monkey Kid has hit its 5-year anniversary, which for a LEGO original theme is something worth celebrating. Because if you ain't Ninjago, 3 years and then the abyss. That's basically how these things go. So it is cool to have that. This one is really cool because it includes the green classic space helmet. So you can take the one from the 2014 idea set, put this one on, and then you can add it to your classic space display, because we got purple. Same guy, Justin Ramsden, did that last year with one of the Chinese New Year sets. So it's very cool to see that again here. Yeah. I guess this is where we get the Chinese New Year sets. But yeah. There's some good sets here. I mean, like, this one's pretty cool. I'm not Chinese. I don't celebrate Chinese New Year, but this does seem like a very cool set, even if you don't. But yeah, so as it stands, 2024 is kind of off to just an okay start. I mean, the ones that I really care about, so Star Wars and Marvel, there is there's not much. There you've got the battle pack, the Dune Ornithopter, and the hamburger food truck from City, and then really beyond that, the Sandman final battle. There's not much. I must say there isn't much. Now again, to be clear, the beginning of the year is never usually the highlight for Lego. There usually be a couple of strong sets, but even so, this feels like a weaker first quarter of the year. We'll see when more of the March Star Wars sets come out, like the dioramas have some potential to be some real bangers, but as it stands, it's just okay. I would even go to say it's a bit bad, because there's only a couple of sets that tick my fancy, and also beyond that, for just what I'm personally interested in, it does seem like the number of sets that are good and great is a bit lower than previous January 1st. But let me know what you think about 2024. What do you predict? What do you want to see? Is there any sets that you think I unfairly criticized, or any sets you think I didn't criticize enough? Let me know in the comments below. See you all later. Have a good one.